Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for another video. Remember, if you like the videos, like, subtly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. One of those random fitness videos. So this video is, I've seen some people say, like, make videos of your blood after taking TONGKAT Ali. And I think the kinobody guy was even doing a challenge for it or something, like post your blood tests after a month if you take my supplement. And maybe he was giving you something, I don't remember. But so I did it. So I don't know if he's going to give me something or send me a free bottle, whatever. But so actually, it's been 6 weeks. So and I guess the too long didn't read is going to be I actually think the doctors or the lab fucked up my blood test. They're so weird. But I started taking the KINOMOJO right after I got back from Japan. And, I was dealing with jet lag for a couple of weeks. So I'm like, oh, maybe this doesn't count. So technically, then I also bought that Solar Ray TONGKAT Ali, and I think it's now vitamins boron. And so then I kind of just started doing every other day. But anyway, so that's what I was taking. I'll put it in the link. So anyway, what happened? Although before I get into this, of course, if you don't know what I look like, that's what I look like. There you go. There's the dad bod for the 2% female viewership. There you go. That's what I look like if you don't know. Now the thing is, of course, though, although I look like that, if you don't know my story, I've been in and out of the hospital most of my life. I've been, very sick. I've been dying before. I have a lot of hormone problems, autoimmune stuff, whatever. And I've had a lot of low testosterone problems. And that's why I thought, well, I've never taken TONGKAT Ali, and I see people talking about it. So I'm like, what will it actually do? Will it do anything? So I'm always looking for that thing to push me over the edge and maybe actually make me start TRT or something like that, right? So again, I have low testosterone stuff from chronic disease though. So I don't have like a tumor or anything like that. But anyway, So what happened to me? And again, I think these blood tests are so fucked up that it's I I think they actually fucked it up. Well, as you can see, my testosterone, so they don't go all the way back because this is just the hospital that I was at when I did the fucking test, whatever. And so this is what they have. And they switched over to this Trinity Health thing or whatever. But of course, I've showed back as far my testosterone results from, I think, even as far back as like 2010 in a video, I think. But anyway, so free testosterone, obviously low. It's shit. It's terrible. I have like the low testosterone of like fucking 80-year-old man. However, it did raise my free testosterone. I mean, that's significant. That's significant. 7 to 92. That doesn't make any sense. That's why I said I think something is actually fucked up. 7 to 92 in 6 weeks. Does that make any sense? I don't think it does. Well, what the fuck did they put in that? However, look at this. Bioavailable testosterone actually is now low. It went even lower. Does that make any sense to you? That doesn't make any sense to me. But I mean, I guess you don't know what you're really buying when you're buying these supplements, so who knows, right? My bioavailable testosterone went lower. My sex hormone binding globulin, which I do have problems with. This is my total testosterone, right? So you can see I have I've had low testosterone probably for a long time. It's not abnormal for me to be 300. You know what I mean? So I went from 300, that's like a few years ago, to 800. But then it also has this at 600 the same day. That's why I think they actually might have fucked up my test. Does that make any sense? Why does it say for the same day? 800, 600. I think they fucked up my test, but hey, I did the fucking blood test. I don't get it. But that's something I've always said that, something, just from trying to keep myself as healthy as I can be. I've been able to raise my regular testosterone sometimes, but the free testosterone is something that I've never actually been able to raise, and this actually raised it, so I'm confused. But then the bioavailable went down, so what does it fucking matter? And is this the sex hormone binding globulin? So I do have sex hormone binding globulin stuff, and I know that can be a problem. So I thought maybe that's why, whatever. So you can see it's high. So it went down to like a 60, what was it? 67 to 51. So I mean, that's still probably too high than you want it to be, I think, right? But it did go down a little bit from it. Although my albumin, and this is why I say I think the test is fucked up. 4 same day, 2 the same day. That makes no sense. That makes me think that they might have fucked up my test. Do you know what I mean? But hey, I did it. Now you could say, have I noticed any difference? No, I've been very, very fucking sick. And even if you were assuming that the test is correct, I think you could probably assume that the reason that maybe I have not felt anything that much of a difference is because the bioavailable testosterone has gone even lower, even with this others. I would assume there's something kind of fucked up going on, right? So I have been very sick. I've been in a bad period of health ever since I got back from Japan. Just in general, like I said, it was whatever a year ago. I'm actually still shedding almost 5 months later after getting COVID the third time. I'm still shedding hair, right? So, my health is not good, dude. I had COVID 3 times in a year, and man, fucking, it fucked me up, dude. The second time I had COVID, I got long COVID for however many months that was. So then I got that really bad food poisoning. Also, without going into all my blood tests, you know what I mean? Because there's just too much. My monocytes are high, so I got some kind of infection going on. I've had this really, really bad like head pressure going on, which I don't even know if I'm in physical therapy because I got, pinched nerves and I got to go get these shots now, I think at this point, because I'm just in too much pain. But I actually recently I've actually stopped taking the TONGKAT Ali and everything like that because I'm like, dude, I'm having such bad pressure headaches right now. It's like weighing me down and like head and neck pain, right? And I already got all these chronic migraines and cluster headaches should I deal with. So anyway, I guess the point is, I mean, you could say even if the 800 is wrong, that's 655. That's higher than I've ever been. You know what I mean? Unless you count, what I said, like, it was like probably more than 10 years ago when I had that tumor and everything like that. I had Cleveland Clinic or whatever, and I was doing all the low testosterone stuff. And when I say tumor, I'm not. Earlier, I'm talking about like the pituitary tumor. I've never had like a pituitary tumor. Knock on wood, right? That's the last thing I need. I need more tumors, right? But when I was at Cleveland Clinic for a week years ago, like, oh, you have too much muscle. You know what I mean? To have low testosterone, like boom, boom, boom. They keep making you do it over and over again. And eventually like, okay, we don't know why you have it. It must just be like chronic disease, just like you have anemia, kind of sometimes chronic disease anemia. Sometimes like not like a real anemia. It's called like chronic disease anemia. Where the fuck, right? I'm fucked up, right? And so they gave me Clomid. And when they gave me Clomid did raise my total testosterone, but it never raised my free testosterone. And it raised my estrogen so high, like I've told in the stories, that I actually had to start taking Arimidex. You know what I mean? And that was just a shit show. So I just stopped that. And then we're back down to, you know, these like 300 kind of levels for years and years, right? So whatever. So yeah, there you go. I tried the kinobody thing. I don't. It's hard to say, dude. I'm gonna call my doctor on Monday because this doesn't look normal to me, right? I don't know why it has two tests for the same day. My albumin being low is not good. Who knows, right? I mean, I probably should have died a long time ago. Who knows? Maybe I got some kind of brain infection right now. I've been so fucked up, but the point is, did it do anything? Oh, and did I feel any difference? I've just been so sick, dude. It's hard to say. You know what I mean? The first 2 weeks, I had such terrible jet lag from Japan. And, I would say that I've been a little more conscious sexually, maybe. But I've also been trying to, actively notice things. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, is this going to do something, right? But, it's hard to say. So maybe I would have felt more of a difference, but I've also just been so sick. Again, my health is not good. I live my life in and out of a hospital, right? But I guess, showing this though, a lot of people are like, oh, he lies about his test results. Even though I think I showed my testosterone back from like 2010. As far back as then, showing like, I've always had shit testosterone. So I don't know about the bioavailable. That's weird. I've never read anything like that about your bioavailable actually going down and the free going up. I don't know what that, I'm not a doctor, I guess, but so I don't know what that means. But Anyway, if anyone else is more, you know, smart about that kind of thing, you can give your opinion. But yeah, there you go. I took KINOMOJO for a month. Those are my test results. I don't know if he gives you a free bottle for taking it. I don't know. I've stopped though for the time being because I've just been so sick. I gotta find out what this fucking head pressure is from. You know what I mean? I don't know if I got some kind of summer flu, some kind of. Well, I know I have some infection. Looking at all my monocyte count, like something is fucking me up again. But you know, my body's killing itself in the first place. You know what I mean? It's just the only reason I look like I do is because I fucking push myself really hard. But there you go. So you can see that. Yeah, I'm gonna call my doctor Monday, and maybe I'm gonna go redo this because it seems very weird to me. But that's what it is. Hopefully, can you see? Does it say Clayton on the video before someone says, "This isn't your. This isn't actually you, Clayton. You faked your hospital record." Anyway, the end.